Hello, is I Kaden Winters. Yeah, and I want to start off by making an announcement. This is pretty shocking. I am abandoning my original channel and my gaming channel. The original channel, because, if I'm going to be honest with you, I like how it turned out. Like, I like the story that I came up with, and I just don't want to add anything else to it. I'm going to make a movie at some point that kind of covers more of the lore to my channel, but for the time being, it's just going to stay like this. This will be the last video. I guess I'm posting this on it, but this is like the last official video from that channel that I'm going to be making for a while. So don't expect any content from that channel for a while. And then the gaming channel, I forgot the password to it, so it's lost. You enjoy the videos, I guess. I can't remove them. So there's a lot of incriminating stuff on there that I just can't get rid of. Anyways, that's not a problem. But yeah, that's the first big announcement. Oh, let me show you. I'm making... Okay, so I'm banning those, but I'm making a new channel. It's called The Mind of Kaden Winters. I'm going to put a link to it in the description. Basically, it's just like Gaming Channel 2. Whatever crap I come up with, I'm going to post on there. It'll be pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much that announcement. My new gaming channel, Mind of Kaden Winters. Just a bunch of random stuff I'll be posting on there. I already have a video up there now, so check it out. It's pretty good. I spent a lot of time on it. Yeah, so today I thought it'd be kind of fun to give you a brief rundown of my vision, or like what the Kaden Winters lore is. This is the third time I've filmed this. I tried with OBS to like walk you through all the videos and stuff, but that was hard, and OBS is not being nice to me. So I'm abandoning that. I'm just going to give you a pretty quick rundown, because the original video was like 30 minutes. So, basically, the lore of the Kaden Winters channel, to put it very simply, I'm not going to go through all like the symbols and stuff, like the symbolism. To put it simply, Kaden Winters, the one you see in the channel, is not from that world. He made that universe with his mind. He grew up down in San Diego. He moved to Idaho. He met his group of friends, like his buddies. But over time, like, they graduated from college and like, scatter all over the place. Kaden feels like he was abandoned. He doesn't like that. Kind of reminds him of how it was in San Diego. So he's like, crap, I want that back. I want my high school life back. How do I get that back? Then this door appears in his backyard. The movie will explain where that door came from. I'm not going to tell you where the door came from. That's something to find out. Anyways, so Kaden Winters goes through this door. The door leads him to the edge of the universe, to nothing. Okay, it's just nothing. And since nothing is nothing, and then Kaden brings something there, Kaden becomes that nothing. His mind fills this void, so he makes his own universe that's actually just his brain. Okay, just his thoughts fill this empty void, and it becomes something. It becomes Kaden's own personal universe. So all the videos you see on my channel are Kaden in this world, this universe. And it's why he can do whatever he wants, really. And so he's kind of like going through, kind of trying to relive his high school life. But as time goes on, more and more things start reminding him that the world is fake. Like the bunny, Kaden Winters interdimensional, destruction, all those things are telling him like, this isn't real, you are making this up in your mind. I mean, it's like kind of real, kind of not, you know what I'm saying? So that's like the main plot, is Kaden Winters goes to this new world, this new universe to escape and try to relive his old life. But over time, he remembers more and more that this world is fake. He's trying to let himself forget. He's trying to like, this is my reality, I'm not running from everything, this is it. And then it slowly just starts creeping back up on him, you know? So that's the main plot. And a lot of like the characters in there will kind of talk about like, this is not real, you know, like destruction, that's his main thing. Like, this world is fake, I'm going to destroy it. He's the part of Kaden that wants to go back home. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, that's the plot of the Kaden Winters story, is that this Kaden Winters is playing around. Like, he's just messing around with his thoughts, his imagination, basically. And then eventually his version of him that made in this world, that's like the imaginary Kaden you see all the time, that version of Kaden is like, hey, this isn't real, you should probably go home. And that's when he decides to. So that's like the overall arching. There's a lot of like mini plots in the series too. Like there's one where Will dies and like I go back in time to go save him. That was kind of more like a failed series. The idea behind that was like Will was going to like keep dying. Like you'll see him die in some of his own videos, and you'd see my car pull up and like really ominous stuff like that. But we didn't ever really get around to finishing it, so that's why I don't talk about that part too much. Yeah, anything else, really? Let me look. I have the channel in front of me right now. No, I mean, okay, so you'll notice in there that there's, like, the Council of Gods that all look like me. That's just because they are me. It's just, like, my mind playing these different roles, kind of subconsciously. Yeah. The bunny, it's just another representation of, you know, me going back. So, yeah, that's basic summary of what the Caden Winters lore is. And, like, a lot of the videos, just, like, there's stuff from all the videos that just pop up every once in a while. So you actually have to watch, like, a majority of them to understand everything. But, yeah. That's a quick summary. So the Caden Winters movie that I'm going to make, I'll give you a brief rundown of that. And then at some point, I need to actually make it. I don't know if I'm going to make it. So it's going to be like a prequel. You get to learn what happened and what Caden's life was before the events of the YouTube channel. You, like, learn, you know, his relationship with his friends, what that was like, why they left, how that affected him, what his life, all that thing. You find out, like, where he found the door, all that. So all this kind of, like, piles up. The main thing about the Caden Winters movie, though, is Caden Winters isn't going to be, like, the main character that you follow. He is the main character, but you're seeing all this play out through the minds of one of his friends. Like, oh my gosh. Through one of, like, his friends seeing this. So I haven't decided which friend it's going to be yet. But they're the one that you're going to be following the whole story through. Because that friend was there when Caden left at the door. He, like, watched him walk through, but he chose not to go. And so he keeps going back every night to this door to see if it's open so he could try to bring Caden back. It's just never open. And Caden's gone for, like, 2 years. Okay, so he just goes completely missing. That's when all this happens, is during his, like, 2-year absence. And then one day, Caden's friend goes to this door, and the door's gone. And he's like, what? And he finds it, like, thrown in this river. Really weird. So that's after Caden Winters came back. This friend missed the return of Caden by, like, a year. And so Caden is trying to, like, he doesn't know where any of his friends are when he comes back. So he's like, I'm just going to go start my life how I want it to be. And that doesn't make him happy. So he tries to go back to the door. The door doesn't open. Like, the doorway to his world is closed. So he destroys it out of anger. He goes home. And he eventually, like, because all the subconscious knowledge is, like, in his mind for making his own world, he writes himself instructions on how to make a new door subconsciously. Like, he falls asleep, wakes up, the instructions are there. He's like, okay, fine. So he builds his own door. And his plan is he thinks that if he brings his friends with him this time, not just going in alone, that he won't get so lonely like he did in these. You know, he wouldn't care that this is a fake world. He doesn't have anything to go back to. Everything he needs is here. So that's his, like, thought process through the Caden Winters movie. Is like, I can bring my friends here, and we're going to be happy. So this friend of Caden's, he starts, like, kind of figuring this out. He's trying to go find Caden because he finds out he came back. How does he figure that out? I'm trying to remember. So he goes to the door. Oh, that's what it is. The friend actually goes to this world. Like, the doorway opens because they grab it out of the river, the door. They rebuild it. It opens. They go through. They meet imaginary Caden. And imaginary Caden and his friend go back to go find Caden because he's like, shoot, he's been back for a year. So that's kind of where the story takes off, is imaginary Caden, who, there's a lot to that. Basically, imaginary Caden and this friend go out to go find Caden, find out Caden's plan is to kidnap all the friends and take them to his new world, so they try to switch motives to kidnapping all the other friends and keeping them safe from Caden. So that's the plot of the movie, and it ends where Caden does find them all, and he brings them to his new world, and then the imaginary bunny's like, hey, you're just doing the same thing again. So that's kind of like the main plot. There's a lot more, like, details to it. But yeah, that's my plan. I just need to set it in motion. And that movie, once I make it, is probably going to be the last video on this channel. I might go through and even, like, private some of the videos that just aren't the best. But yeah, that's pretty much all I just want to talk about. Just give you an update that, you know, the mind of Caden Winters is a real thing. You should go check it out. Well, that's all. Thank you for watching. I love you a lot. Goodbye.